Nothing hurt. It is 8 o'clock on a Friday night, and this is Victor Echo 9, Zulu Papa. The name is Don in Ruscogornish, New Brunswick, for the Triple F Net. Is there any emergency or priority traffic for the net at this time? Nothing heard on that. Are there any announcements for the net? All quiet there as well. Okay, let's get started then. CQ. This is Victor Echo 9 Zulu Papa. The name is Don. Location is Ruscogornish, New Brunswick. I'll be your net controller this evening. We usually have the topic of discussion for the evening, and this evening's topic of discussion is, I'm going to change it up a little bit here, folks. We all know that ham radio is the universal language of the world. Well, we're going to talk about the other universal language, music. What is your favorite music? Something a little different there. So with that being said, once again, this is Victor Echo 9 Zulu Papa. The name is Don, your net controller tonight for the Triple F Net. Any check-ins? Please come now.
Victor Yankee 2, Golf Foxtrot. Victor Echo 9, Oscar. Victor Echo 9, Golf Uniform Sierra. Victor Echo 9, Mike Charlie Alpha.
All right, we picked up 4 there, and there was one after Gary, Victor Echo 9 Alpha India. Actually, between Alpha India and Oscar. I didn't have a chance to see the call sign on my display, so the station right after Alpha India, could you try it again, please? All right, we'll pick them up after we're done this list. Okay, top of the list we go. Gary, Victor Echo 9 Alpha India. Come on in with it.
VE9ZP, net control, VE9AI, Gary and Fredericton, on the Fredericton repeat. And, like I said, I've been busy at the cottage this week, getting leaves raked and things tidied up and food taken down and the water system on and all the good things. It looks like it won't be going too far with the COVID, so at least I can go there. Your question for tonight on music, I guess it would be jazz and blues music is my type of music, so I guess. So with that, we'll pass it back. We'll say good evening to all who are on frequency, and we'll be on here shortly. So back to you, Don. 9ZP control, VE9AI.
VE9AI, 9ZP. All right, Gary, good on everything. I love the blues. God love the blues, man. That's one of the origins of music, as far as I know. I know we went on a blues cruise here just before COVID hit, and my goodness, what a lovely cruise. Just it was like a floating folk festival, and the talent was unbelievable. Mind you, had to go down to Florida in order to see Cheapers, I forgot his name now. Local here in New Brunswick. Anyways, we actually got to see it'll come to me later. Anyways, great chatting, Gary. Thanks for the check-in. Next on the list, Victor Echo 9, Oscar. Come on in with any comments for the net.
Yeah, good evening. I think I heard your name was Dawn. This is Steve. I am Victor Echo 9 Oscar. Oscar, I'm operating the station November 1 Charlie Delta November in West Central Florida. Yeah, music is so eclectic. It's just everything from, I use Pandora, and I have everything from Ace of Base radio to Bohemian Rhapsody radio to Canadian Roots radio, and it's just, it's all over the dial. But again, my name is Steven. I'm from Fredericton, FHS class of 84, and I live here in Florida. I'm a permanent resident, 56 years old, and employed, working for the local telephone company as an outside plant engineer. And I do fiber optic circuits for businesses throughout the area. Let me see, what else? We were planning on making it up to Canada if they lifted the restrictions this summer, because we didn't expect our crews to be able to leave out of port, but we've been notified that effective mid-July, cruising will resume out of Florida, so we're going to be heading off to a few stops in the Caribbean, most notably Bonaire, an island that belongs to France that I've never been to, and I want to go there. And I do take a portable with me on the ship. I've talked to lots of radio clubs among the islands, and they say, yeah, it's expensive to get a license, but also folks recognize you're only in town for a few hours, so nobody cares. And I made a lot of great contacts, including one time the station that back to me was the guy operating the Tinder that was ferrying people off the ship back to the shore. He swung by our balcony and waved at us. So it was fun times indeed. When everything opens back up, you're welcome to use my node. It's always in the CQ Canada room or this room in the Maritime Fusion. CQ Maritime's one or the other. And I'm located near the beaches between St. Pete and Clearwater, Florida, on the Gulf of Mexico. 7-3, good night to all, and hope you have a great net. It's my first time checking in, so hopefully we'll talk to you next week. Back to net control, this is Victor Echo 9 Oscar Oscar, operating the station, legally licensed as November 1 Charlie Delta November, and yes, that's a vanity call sign, number 1 Canadian.
VE9 Oscar Oscar, VE9 ZP, good on everything there, Steve. Actually, I think I've got you in the log a few times prior to this too, so really appreciate the check-in there, sir, and good on everything on the music. That's good to hear that the cruises are going to be starting up again in the near future. The wife and I, we enjoy cruising every now and then. It's a little bit pricey, but when we can afford it, we give her, and it's a lot of fun, So 7-3 for now, Steve. Have yourself a great weekend, sir, and thanks again for the check-in. Up next, we have Gus, Victor Echo 9, GUS. Come on in, Gus, with any comments for the net.
VE9 Zulu Papa, Don, good evening to you, sir. This is VE9 GUS in Moncton. I have no traffic, but your topic of the evening is what do we like for music? Well, I'm a country boy. That's the only type of music that I care for is country. That's what I listen to all the time. So with that, I don't have any other traffic at all. Just want to say hi to everyone on frequency. Have yourselves a good week and a safe one. VE9 GUS clear.
Fine stuff there, Gus. VE9 GUS, VE9 ZP. When you say country, are we talking the Silver Fox country, or are we talking newer stuff there? Over?
Oh, no, we're talking the older stuff, the country classics.
Roger on that, tried and true. There, Gus. Well, have yourself a great weekend, sir, and stay dry. Thanks for the check-in. Up next, we have Victor Echo 9, Mike, Charlie Alpha. That would be Mike. Come on in, Mike, with any comments for the net.
Victor Echo 9 Zulu Papa with the Triple F net. Victor Echo 9 Mike Charlie Alpha. Also Victor Echo 9 Mike Tango Victor. Good evening there, Don, everybody on net. Even to Gus there just before me. And Steve there out in Florida. And yeah, very good. All music. I enjoy most any kind of music. My preferred music, of course, would be Canadian French or Irish kind of music there. Live kitchen party entertainment there. That will be my first choice. But I do listen to Beatles and stuff like that too, and country also. When I used to work for Radio Canada, we used to record a lot of country shows, so we're a country fan also. Mostly French country, but yeah, very good. Lots of different kind of music for sure. And other than that, yeah, it's very rainy day today, and probably tomorrow also. So stay cool, everybody, and stay safe, and have a good week there. Thanks for doing it there, Don. Back to you. Coming through my personal note here with the handheld. So VE9 Zulu Papa, Victor Echo 9 Mike Charlie Alpha, 7-3.
VE9 MCA, VE9 ZP. Good on everything there, Mike, and solid copy on everything except about maybe the last 10 seconds or so. You started to get a little break-up-ish. But we got her. We definitely got her. And fine stuff on the Acadian music. I tell you, the wife and I, we went to Ile de Madeleine. That's actually where her grandparents are from. And we managed to get there in time for the Le Petit Bateau Festival. And the Acadian music that was coming off by the docks there, by cracky, it was incredible. You get a couple of fiddles and a squeeze box and bass guitar, and they really know how to rock it. That's for sure. Well, thanks for the check-in there, Mike, and have yourself a dry weekend, sir. And we'll talk at you later. And Mike was at the end of that list, so we are looking for more check-ins. Once again, this is Victor Echo 9 Zulu Papa. The name is Don in Russell-Gornish, New Brunswick, and I'm your net controller this evening for the Triple F Net. And our topic of discussion tonight is the other universal language, music. What is your favorite music? So with that being said, we'll take a standby for any more check-ins to the Triple F Net.
Victor Echo 9, Charlie Alpha Mike.
Victor Echo 9 Tango Victor.
Victor Echo 9, Papa Alpha Lima. Victor Echo 9, Juliet Charlie Tango.
Victor Echo 9 Charlie Golf Lima. Victor Echo 9 Charlie Golf Lima.
All right, we'll run down with who we got in that list. We have Charlie Alpha Mike, Tango Victor, Papa Alpha Lima, Victor Echo 1, I believe Romeo Mike Juliet, Jace, Victor Echo 9, Juliet Charlie Tango, and Victor Echo 9, Charlie Golf Lima. Did I miss anybody in that call-up?
Victor Yankee 2, Golf Foxtrot.
And we have Victor Yankee 2, Golf Fox. All right, we'll go with that list for now. Top of the list, Victor Echo 9, Charlie Alpha Mike. Come on in with any comments for the net.
VE9ZP, V9CAM returning. Thank you very much, Don. Much appreciated. I think it might be the first time I check into this net. Not really sure. Anyway, preferred music. Well, I'm all over the place, like some others have said. I suppose in preference, perhaps classic rock. I like the old rock and roll stuff, the old late 50s, early 60s stuff as well. Blues is good, jazz is good. country rock I'll tolerate, but I'm not into the older country. Other than that, that's about it. So hopefully you'll have a nice net here. You're well on your way, sir. 730 VE9CAM.
VE9CAN, VE9ZB, good on everything there, Cam. That is definitely a wide range there, sir. And I know I do music on the side for live production, as well as corporate events, that type thing. And I've got to be very open-minded as well. But I really do enjoy the 70s rock and the blues. Those are got to be my two favorite genres. Anything but opera. Oh man. Anyways, thanks a lot for the check-in there, Cam. Good on everything there, and have yourself a great weekend, sir. 7-3 for now. Next we have Omer, Victor Echo 9, Tango Victor. Come on in, Omer, with any comments for the net.
V9 Tango Victor returning to the net. Yes, thank you very much. It's very nice to hear you, V. And as far as music, I go back a long ways. We used to, all our family played instruments, string instruments actually, and for all our lives. But in the later years, I'm more tied up with classical than music than anything else at my age now. But I still have a mandolin, and I play once in a while just for see if I can still get my fingers going. That's about it from here. So back to you, V9 Tango Victor.
VE9 Tango Victor, VE9ZB, good on everything there, Omer. Indeed, yeah. I don't sound too good behind a mic, but I can make sounds really good behind a soundboard. So that was my calling, and that's what I stuck with. The wife, on the other hand, she's got a pretty nice voice, and she knows her way around an acoustic guitar quite well as well. Good on everything, Omer, and have yourself a great weekend, sir. Stay dry. Thanks for the check-in. Up next, we have Paul, Victor Echo 9, Papa Alpha Lima. Come on in, Paul, with any comments for the net.
Yeah, V9ZB, this V9PAL. Hi to everybody there, Mike and Over and all them, and you too there, Don. Yeah, my type of music there, I like contemporary gospel, country, the older country though, and the light rock there, probably back in the 70s and the 80s there. But then other than that, that's about it. You guys all have a great net and have a great weekend. V9PAL.
All right, Paul, good on everything, man. Hey, you got it like that. Some gospel, it really does lift you right up there. And have yourself a good weekend, Paul. Thanks a lot for the check-in there, too, sir. Next on the list here, Victor Echo 1, Romeo Mike Juliet Rob. Come on in with any comments for the net there. VE1RMJ, VE9ZB. Oh, Rob, you should have said portable earlier, man. I would have got you in earlier. Sorry about that. Anyways, thanks a lot for the check-in, Rob, and thanks a lot for doing the live stream there as well. That's really cool. And have a great weekend. And next on the list we have, I believe, is Jean-Claude, Victor Echo 9, Juliet Charlie Tango. Come on in, Jean-Claude, with any comments for the net.
Yeah, very good evening to you, Don and all on net. Yeah, Cam, the locals here, Cam and Homer also. And all, yeah. And as far as music, well, all kinds of music, I guess. As a teenager, the classic Beatles and old rock like Led Zeppelin and on to Pink Floyd and so on, and some country, but just the classics and old country. Some Quebec French, Baudemars, Harmonium, which was which you could compare to the genesis of Quebec. Yeah, and on, and even lately, well, French young artist, Acadian, I even sponsored 3 or 4 of them to help them out with their first EP or CD, which is half of a CD. I would describe it as. Yeah, and all kinds of music, I guess. And as far as you were mentioning Ile de Madeleine, and there's an amateur that checked. There used to be one, and then he probably passed away. And then in the last few years, there's one from Ile de la Madeleine that checked on the Quebec net once in a while. So, yeah, at least we know at least there is one amateur over there. Anyway, we were supposed to go there last summer. Of course, you know what happened. Yeah, but we will eventually, hopefully. Anyway, thanks for doing the net, Don, and I'll turn it back to you. From V9, J-City, Jean-Claude in Chiliac.
V9JCT, V9ZP, good on everything there, Jean-Claude. Yeah, and as far as Ile de Madeleine goes, it's the only beach that I know of in Canada that has squeaky sand. You can't miss that. Yeah, it's such a fine sand step that squeaks. That's really unique. So have yourself a great weekend, Jean-Claude, and thank you very much for the check-in, sir. And stay dry. Up next, we have Germaine, Victor Echo 9, Charlie Golf Lima. Come on in, Germaine, with any comments for the net.
Good evening, Don, and everybody else on the net. Germain from Saint Andre, next to Grand Falls. Rain and rain and rain. That's okay. After that, we're going to have the sun. It's going to start to become green. But I have a nice one there. So your topics for tonight, it's my favorite music. I like country and sometimes rock, but most of all it's country. So that's it for my topics for tonight. And want to wish everybody a nice net. I'm going to keep following you guys. And 7-3 all around. And have a nice weekend. And you guys stay safe. From V9, Charlie Golf Lima.
VE9, Charlie Golf Lima, VE9ZP. Good on everything there, Jermaine. Nothing wrong at all with country. And I know I enjoy listening to a little bit of George Jones and Mel Tillis and all those, all the good artists there every now and then too. Have yourself a great weekend there, Jermaine. Thank you very much for the check-in, sir. And do stay dry. And that brings us to the bottom of the list here. That would be George. So last but not least on this list, anyways. Victor Yankee 2, Golf Fox. Come on in, George, with any comments for the net.
Well, good evening, Don, and everybody in the net. I'm coming through Charlottetown, and well, it's going to be a hard week. The Women's World's Curling is on, and my heart's in my mouth every time I watch a game. And Canada lost a close one tonight. Anyway, when it comes to music, this is very simple, the bagpipes. If you look at my last name, you'll see I've got a Scottish connection.
for people who like to drink. Anyway, I hope everybody has a good week, and we'll look forward to the net next Friday evening at Victor Yankee 2 Golf Foxtrot.
Victor Yankee 2 Golf Foxtrot, Victor Echo 9 Zulu Papa. All right, George, good on the pipes there. Gotta like that. Yes, now that you mentioned it, I do see the similarity with the last name there. Absolutely, QSL. I know I've got Scottish blood in myself as well, so I like to hear them every now and then as well too. Have yourself a great weekend there, George. Stay dry, and thanks for the check-in, sir. And George is at the bottom of that list, so we will be looking for more check-ins. This is the Triple F Net this Friday. The call is Victor Echo 9 Zulu Papa. The name is Don in Russellgornish, and I'm your net controller. And our topic of discussion tonight is the other universal language, music. What is your favorite music? And very simple. You can extrapolate on that as much as you want or as little as you want. So with that being said, are there any more check-ins to the Triple F Net tonight? Any more check-ins? Please come now.
Victor Kilo 4, Kilo Uniform.
Stroke 2, remote base.
VE1OL, VE1 Oscar Lima.
Victor Echo 1 Juliet Bravo Lima, VE1 JBL.
Echo 3 Alpha Charlie, VE3 AC.
All right. We had a VK there at the top, and then there was somebody after the VK, in between the VK and the VE1OL. I didn't get the call, and I didn't look up fast enough to the screen. So the second call in, could you come back again with your call sign, please?
I don't know if you're referring to me, but I'll go ahead and pick it up. This is Whiskey Juliet 6, Foxtrot, Oscar X-Ray, Stroke 2. Name on this is Josh. Over.
All right, Josh. Yes, sir. You were the one. Awesome. Got you down there, sir. All right. Well, with those 5, we'll go with that for now. The Victor Kilo, come on. Can't remember the name. I think it's Glenn, but I'm not 100% sure. The Victor Kilo, come on in, please.
Good evening, Don. VK4 Kilo Uniform. My name is Ray, Romeo Alpha Yankee. And if you could see my surname, you'd understand why I like the bagpipes as well. With my relatives in the early days, they used to keep the heads and throw away the bodies. But that goes back hundreds of years, doesn't it? So, yeah, I like those. And at my age, I also like the pop music from the 50s and 60s. Thanks for calling me in, John. Good to hear you blokes there. And I've forgotten your call sign. Oh, dearie me, I should have had a look. Back to net controls on VK4 Kilo Uniform. Thank you.
Good on everything there, Ray. VK4 Kilo Uniform, Victor Echo 9 Zulu Papa. And yes, the pipes are good, and if if you were to hear them a number of years ago, it would sure send chills up your spine because you kind of have to start preparing for battle. But great on everything there, Ray. Have yourself a great weekend, sir. There down under, and cheers for now. And stay safe. Up next, we have Whiskey Juliet 6 Fox Oscar X-Ray, and that is Josh. Come on in, Josh, with any comments for the net.
All right, thank you. I'll pick it up. I just want to say thank you for running the net, and I want to say hello to everyone listening in on the net. And yeah, I guess for music, for me, it's one of those things where I can't just narrow it down to one. You know, I pretty much listen to all sorts of different kinds of music, but there's one music in particular that you know, probably wouldn't listen to, and that's the rap music. So as long as it's not rap, I can probably tolerate it for a period of time. And anyways, I'm coming on a remote base right now. I'm actually in Washington State, and I'm coming through a remote base in the Bronx, New York. So it's very interesting. Amateur radio is just amazing, and the technology. So one world, one language, amateur radio. WJ6FOX, back to net control.
WJ6FOX, the E9ZP. Good on everything there, Josh. And yeah, rap is, that's a little questionable. You know, the approach for one is, I don't go for that. But anyways, thanks a lot for the check-in there, Josh, and it sounded really good through that remote. You were about 4 bars. You're hitting us at about 4 bars and full copy. Very nice signal there, sir. Have a great weekend there, Josh, and hope to hear you on next week, next Friday. So 7-3 for now. Thanks for the check-in. Up next, we have Aubrey, VE10L. Come on in, Aubrey, with any comments for the net.
Yeah, hi, Don. V9ZP in the net, VE10L. And nice to hear everybody from all over. Well, having the last name Urquhart, I have a Scottish connection too. You don't pronounce Urquhart quite that way if you're in Scotland. I have a hard time saying it that way. Anyway, with regard to music, I like the old music, being an old man here. But I certainly like bagpipes. But besides that, such as Boots Randolph, Matt Vanny, Bert Kempfert, Arthur Fiedler, Joe Fingers Carr, but I also like the old Western music. And I have a favorite station I listen to almost all the time on the internet. It's WWOV, that's V for Victor, 101.1 FM. WWOV 101.1 FM. They're in Wheeling, West Virginia. They're not commercials, so there's no commercials. And they play all the old music. And on Saturday nights, they play the famous WWVA Jamboree music. So if people like that kind of music from way back when, that's the station to go for on your computer. WWOV 101.1. Anyway, everybody have a good weekend. There's pouring rain here right now, and not a very nice day, but we need it, I guess. Back to you, VE9ZP, VE10L.
VE10L, VE9ZP. All right, good on everything there, Aubrey. Yes, sir. It sounds like a pretty good radio station there. I know there's sometimes when propagation's down in the evening time, I'll hit the short wave bands, and WTWW, they usually play some pretty good old time rock. They got a pretty good selection, and it's all requests. They program it all by requests that they get. They have a library that's online, and you pick from the library, and they just go with the flow in that respect. And it's quite a good mixture. WTWW. And that is at 5085, 5.085 meg. So good on everything there. Thanks for the check-in, Aubrey, and have a great weekend, sir. And up next, we have VE1 JBL. That's Jim. Come on in, Jim, with any comments for the net.
VE9 ZP and the Friday Night Net, VE1 JBL. Good evening, Don, and all on frequency. I heard Ray there from down under. Good to hear him on there. And boy, you mentioned music. Well, you hit my soft spot, Don. That is my other passion. And I had that long before I got into amateur radio. That goes back to the late 60s and early 70s when I started to listen to rock. And I'll tell you, just the music I have is all hard rock, classic rock. Black Sabbath, Deep Purple, Led Zeppelin, Hendrix, Grand Funk Railroad, Mountain, The Who, Whitesnake, Rainbow. You want to get into Canadian groups? How about the Guess Who, BTO, April Wine, Trooper, bands like that. And most of those bands, Don, I have all their LPs. I have a whole pile of LPs here that I've collected over the years here, and I have a lot of these. I have the complete LPs of all these bands. And saying that, the new garage I built here a couple of years ago, I had a room set aside for a radio room and for my, like a man cave, and I have a stereo system set up there with my original speakers that I bought from Radio Shack. Realistic speakers with 12-inch woofers, and they still perform magically. And I have all my albums out there, and I go out there and I rock out all the time there. So, yep, love my rock music, but I listen to anything. I listen to country. I can even listen to Pavarotti. I like watch Pavarotti on YouTube. It's just amazing to watch him sing. So I can take classical, I can take country, I can take anything, but my passion is hard rock. So, yeah, you hit a soft spot there tonight, so I thought I had to explain that one. Anyways, Don, have yourself a great net. Good to hear you on there. The net sounds like it's going well there, and we'll listen along. VE9 ZP and the Triple F net from VE1 JBL, Jim on Tignish Bridge, Nova Scotia, 7-3 for now.
VE1 JBL, VE9 ZP. Good on everything there, Jim, and I am jealous, man. I know I love Canadian rock as well. I like everything pretty much from Bach to Bachman. And actually, speaking of Bachman, there was a documentary on Randy Bachman the other night on CBC, and very, very interesting. That man, he put everything, heart, soul, and blood into his passion for music. And the ironic thing is, everybody else back in those days, if you were a musician, you were drinking and you were doing drugs and living the good life. And that boy, he was clean as a whistle all through his life. He did marry a Mormon girl, I believe, and like the documentary was just incredible, very, very well done. I was quite impressed. I actually recorded it. So good on everything there, Jim. Thanks a lot for the check-in, sir, and have a great weekend. So 7-3 for now. Up next, we have Frank, Victor Echo 3, Alpha Charlie. Come on in, Frank, with any comments for the net.
V9 ZP, this is Victor Echo 3 Alpha Charlie, Frank in Sudbury, Ontario. And I don't know. I think V1 JBL is my twin brother. And he said it so well. That's the era that I grew up in, listening to hard rock, classic hard rock, and every single band that he mentioned, Deep Purple and Led Zeppelin and all of them, that I've grown up with them. I do have an ear for every other kind of music, and actually when the wife is in the car, I can't really listen to mine, so I listen to hers, which is mostly soft rock. And but when I'm on my own, I tell you, I crank up the volume and I just let the bass beat with all that hard rock. But very good question, and a pleasure to be on your net this evening. And take care, everyone. Victor Echo 3 Alpha Charlie, waving a hand.
Victor Echo 3 Alpha Charlie, Victor Echo 9 Zulu Papa. All right, Frank. And we got the wave there from the old nickel belt there. Good stuff on everything. Yeah, classic rock, you can't beat it, that is for sure. I'm from that era as well, and I do enjoy. I would say pretty much all genres, but yeah, classic rock is that's my forte right there. Excellent, Frank. Thanks a lot for the check-in, and have a great weekend, sir. Hope the weather's better there than here. We got nothing but rain over on this neck of the woods here. So Frank was at the bottom of the list there. We are looking for more check-ins to the Triple F Net tonight. The call is Victor Echo 9, Zulu Papa. The name is Don. Location is in Russellornish, New Brunswick. And our topic of discussion for tonight, language, music. What's your favorite music? And with that, open it up for any more check-ins to the Triple F Net tonight. Any more check-ins, come now.
Victor Echo 9, Papa India November, VE9, FPIN.
Recheck 9 Oscar Oscar.
Okay, got you there, Bert, and we'll go for the recheck there. Go ahead, Steve.
I'm just curious why you call it the Triple F Network. I get Fredericton Fusion, but what's the other one?
The day, Friday. The Friday night Fredericton Fusion Net.
All right. I'm on board with that. 7 good night, N1CDN.
Hey, no problem there, Steve. It's all good, man. Alrighty. With that, we will bring in Bert, I guess. V9PIN. Come on in, Bert, with any comments for the net.
I'm just still laughing there. Is that a question, Steve, where we put the LOL after the question? It was a good one. Yes, sirree. I'm going to please a few from down south. I find out, 2 months ago, roughly 2-3 months ago, a fine oldies station radio called Charlie India November Bravo, CINB FM. And that's around Rotsey. There we go, St. John Rotsey. Excellent music. I even heard a few songs in French in the middle of the afternoon, like Ginette Renault or good old thing like that. My kind of music is Celtics. Dream is, well, Dream, I don't know if it's still on, but the tattoo there in Nova Scotia, that was my dream to go see them in concert. Never had the chance. And let's do something different. ABBA, Bee Gees, Beach Boys, but especially the English. I've got an Irish side, but from England or the area, because I'm into Mini Coopers and all that, and I was just in their music also. And a few French music. I would listen to anything, but not hard rock. I'd listen to one hard rock song and then different thing there, but not hard rock all night. A few good French ones too there. But yeah, Celtics and the Beach Boy in the summertime there with the sunroof open and zooming down the road or on a motorcycle there. That's the music to have. And there's a few French, one from Quebec there that are kind of special too. So we'll say happy Saturday night to everybody. I guess Saturday night, yeah. The Triple F. Ooh la la. It's been a long day. Yeah. Good Friday night. A good weekend to everyone. And a good next week. Have a good one.
ZE9PIN, ZE9ZP. Oh, fine on everything there, Bert. Yep, gotta love the old 409. And about the tattoo, beautiful. The wife and I, we actually got down to see it, and I tell you, it just chokes you up. Like the music is so powerful, it just chokes you right up. Your heart's right in your throat. Really, really good stuff there. So if you do get a chance to go see it, I would highly recommend it. It is well worth it. And have a great weekend there, Bert. Thanks for the check-in too, man. Good stuff. And we're still looking for more check-ins after Bert here now. More check-ins to the Triple F Net. This is Victor Echo 9, Zulu Papa. The name is Don in Russell Gornish, your net controller. And any more check-ins, please come now.
It's Victor Echo 1, Whiskey X-Ray.
Victor Alpha 1, Bravo India Lima.
All right, take it. We'll go with those two. We'll start off with Derek, Victor Echo 1, Whiskey X-Ray. Come on in with any comments for the net there, Derek.
Victor Echo 9, Zulu Papa. Very good evening. From Victor Echo 1, Whiskey X-Ray, the man, the myth, the legend. Very good evening. Good evening to all on frequency. Sort of enjoying an indoors radio evening there, and pretty much didn't do anything all day. In the man cave, we're rocking out to the classics. But no, a very wide range of music interest here at home, and gosh, I'm kind of sharing the Bob Marley Rasta music genre, and we also really thoroughly enjoy the Atlantic maritime music, anything from folk blues to your East Coast rock, McKeel, and anybody you may have seen performing live in the downtown Halifax area. There's just a wonderful East Coast sound. We really enjoy that. Other than that, we've been pretty slack on the radio there, kind of getting beat over the head from all angles, but, you know, we're Nova Scotia, we're strong, we'll stand back up and get back on the radio there. You do take care, and we'll wish all the fine and kind-hearted amateurs across the listening spectrum a very good evening and a good week. We'll hope to hear you next Friday. VE9 Zulu Papa, VE1 Whiskey X-Ray 73.
VE1 Whiskey X-Ray, VE9ZP. All right, Derek. Yeah, reggae is definitely up there too. I think you're actually the first one tonight to mention it. Good on that. Anywho, yes, we will definitely stay strong there, and here's hoping that we do get some type of a maritime bubble that opens up later on this summer, and we can get a little more. Yes, thanks a lot for the check-in, sir, and have a great weekend. Next on the list there, we have Victor Alpha 1, Bravo India Lima. That would be Bill. Come on in, Bill, with any comments for the net.
VE9 Zulu Papa. Good evening, Don. Yeah, just listening here. I've been trying to catch up on my emails today, and I spent the day yesterday working outside in the yard there and got a lot done. I got everything actually. So, yeah, great net. Very good signals with everybody. Very clear. No problems with any lost packets or anything like that. I love music. I have for a long time, and I like just about everything except country music. I don't like country music, and I don't like rap, and I don't like any of the new stuff that's come out in about the last 15 years. Really, it's really boring. But my dad force-fed me country when I was a kid, and I didn't like that very much. So I just have this thing about country music. It's just not my cup of tea. I think if my dad was a little more open-minded and let me listen to Bachman Turner Overdrive and stuff like that, I'd probably feel a little different about it. But I do like bluegrass. Anyway, that's my music story right there. And I do like Baroque and some of the early classical too. I'm really, really fond of that stuff. So I got a pretty open mind when it comes to music. Anyways, good. Always nice to have something like that for a net. Also 7-3, and hope everybody has a great weekend. From the Annapolis Valley here in Nova Scotia, 7-3, Victor Alpha 1, Bravo India Lima.
Victor Alpha 1, Bravo India Lima, Victor 9, Zulu Papa. All right, Bill. Yes, indeed. I don't mind a little bit of the good classical every now and then, too. Some Shostakovich, old standbys, Bach and Beethoven. And, you know, you get it on a good system, and it is just a beautiful, beautiful sound. And I tend to agree with you about the music that's being produced nowadays. It's far too perfect. You know, the producers take everything to the microscopic nth degree, and they auto-tune everything, and everything is perfectly timed. There's no skip notes. There's no bad notes. You know, it's just too digitized in my books. You know, a true musician is human, and when you're human, you do you know, make mistakes every now and then with recording and with your notes, and that to me, actually, the slight imperfections, you know. And anyways, that's just my opinion on that. But I think there would be a lot of people that would agree with me on that. That today's music is just too perfect. All right, Bill. Well, thanks for the check-in there, sir, and have yourself a great one. We'll catch you next Friday. And Bill's at the bottom of that list. So we are looking for more check-ins to the Triple F Net. This is Madraco 9, Zulu Papa. The name is Don, and I'm located in Russellgornish, New Brunswick. And any more check-ins to the net, please come now. I had someone key up there, but I didn't see anything flash across the screen. Can you try it again? Must have been a dead battery. So we'll give it a couple of minutes. Let that individual change out the battery and see if they'll come back. Once again, this is Victor Echo 9 Zulu Papa, located in Russellgornish. The name is Don, and I'm your net controller for the Fredericton Friday Night Fusion Net. The topic tonight is the other universal language, music. What is your favorite music? And we've had a lot of varying opinions and a lot of varying tastes, and it's all good. It's all good. So, with that being said, we'll try one more time for any more check-ins. Any more check-ins, please come now. 'All I'm hearing is Simon and Garfunkel, The Sounds of Silence. We'll go for another pitch here. We'll go for the second pitch. Any more check-ins? This is the second to the last call up for any more check-ins to the Triple F Net. Please come now.
9 CAM with a quick comment.
Go ahead, Ken.
Yeah, I'm just wondering why nobody has actually mentioned the all-time favorite, Bollywood.
Run it by me again. Was that Bollywood?
Roger.
Well, there you go. It was just mentioned. Now I think we've definitely covered all genres on the planet. Oh man, alive. And yeah, that's one that doesn't really get too much airplay in this neck of the woods, I don't think. Oh, fine stuff there, Cam. Oh, cheapers. With that, we'll go one more time. Any more check-ins? Anybody, anywhere on the planet? This is Victor Echo 9, Zulu Papa. The name is Don in Russagornish, New Brunswick. Looking for more check-ins. Last call to the Fredericton Amateur Radio Club Friday Night Fusion Net. Any more check-ins? Come now. I don't know. We're stuck at 19 tonight. I was hoping to break into the 20. So we'll do one final call up. This will be the last and final call up for any more check-ins anywhere on the planet. Wishing to check into the Triple F Net tonight. It's your last chance. You better come now. Well, with that silence, I guess we shall close the net. I'm getting texts from the major there. Must be dinner time. So I'd like to thank all 19 of you for checking in. Good net. A lot of good discussion.